Rizzo up in Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors in Steve's words.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And Thompson kicks to Green, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
A shot by Curry, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it. Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Howard with a screen on Thompson. Lawson kicks to Howard. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Curry with the three. Good. Curry got 5 now.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Trailed by 4.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
And stolen by Howard. It's stolen by Bogut. To the middle. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Bogut. That's 7 points for Steph Curry. Dishes it to Howard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Warriors leading by 4. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Brewer is checked in for Maniunas. The Warriors also with a sub. Spates is checked in. Rockets trail by 7. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And Brewer kicks to Harden. Good D by Thompson.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Offensive rebound. Outside Curry. Goes back up. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden kicks to Lawson. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. And the basket by Brewer.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Outside Curry. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. Looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade it?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Jones is out there with Maniunas, and it's Ariza in the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Warriors leading by 7. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Now here's Harden. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Barbosa kicks to Livingston. Shoots from 12. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Livingston's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
Here is Livingston. Kicks it to Spates. To the paint. To the wing right side. Pocket 4. And there's the 3-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. Cabela's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Capella. Curry against Beverly. Feeds to Bogut. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Ariza with the rebound. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. One of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
Yeah, you know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Curry attacking. Here's Thompson. Again, Golden State.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of it. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
So for the Rockets, Howard's checked in for Montejunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Lawson against Thompson. Barnes dishes to Bogut.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors leading by 9. 26 seconds left here in the second. Curry attacking. They double team Curry. And it's the Rockets with the ball. And Brewer kicks to Capella.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Warriors ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.